Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovative, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. Yo, Lord and Master, your hero's like defender of the fatherland. Off here to some glorious 1v1 action on a Faymonville Approach. In the northwest stands Jesulin. Fighting here for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, here with the 1st British Armoured Division No. 2 Company, tasked with fleshing out those dastardly Jerrys here in the sector, commanded by Makros of the 44th Reichsgrenadier Division Hoch und Deutschmeister, one of the elite German infantry divisions of the Second World War, named after the Teutonic Order's Grand Master there. Fun fact. Had initially fought in Stalingrad, got destroyed, and was then rebuilt and fought in Italy. Fun fact, so double Pioneers Grenadiers versus double Sapper section, standard openings here, looking to both get that mix of early capture power, but also some infantry in there. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous, wonderful, and nearly magical support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on my videos, helps out immensely. Makros here pulling up support from a mechanized battle group, phoning up someone from a nearby Panzer Grenadier Division and asking if they can't turn over some stuff because he might need it. 2nd Grenadier Squad there for Makros. Meanwhile, Jesulin also calls up the Heavy Armour Regiment and goes, "Oi, mate, I could do with some Churchills over here, and some fish and chips." So, south side here, sappers busy there, barbed wire and sandbags. Thorough work there, of course, from Makros. The north is with the Pioneers. Grenadiers busy with the sandbags. So far, fairly standard openings. Both sides going for that mix of builder units / assault units, and of course, line infantry with the bolt-action rifles. The CoH3 versus the Lee Enfield Mark IV. Both action rifles, though the Lee Enfield definitely had a few more advantages with a bigger capacity magazine and an overall slightly higher rate of fire in trained hands. CoH3 though just is cool, but Lee Enfield is pretty damn good. No argument there. Up north here, Sappers busy. Grenadiers moving forward to the CoH3. 3rd Grenadier Squad for Makros. It's like much of the first engagement. Of course, Makros making sure to coordinate his Grenadiers together because he definitely needs, concentrated fire against any British forces. There you go, first shots fired. Grenadiers ducking for the heavy cover. Getting in some first volleys here. And of course, Jesulin is responding by trying to get forces in to assist this engagement. The longer this goes on, the more likely Makros can win this. But if Jesulin can bring in enough forces to respond well here, again, his chances becomes, less ideal. You can see that, of course, now already Makros seeing it, backs off. Knowing again, if he keeps up with this engagement, he's going to lose it to the section which just beat his Grenadiers. Up north, British sappers moving in. They have also pushed away there Makros' forces there, so he bet on the south, he lost, and now Jesulin's basically advancing on all sides. This is one of those Wehrmacht early game challenges versus the Brits because individually every Brit unit kind of beats the Wehrmacht, so it's very much about trying to get a local advantage somehow. Typically you want to try and use the MG42, but even there, of course, it's not easy since if they get into heavy cover, your MG42 is not going to do too much. And Makros here going for a 4-Grenadier build. Definitely been seeing some players go for these very infantry builds here, again, hoping to get that early advantage again, but just swarming the opponent more infantry than they're ready for. And certainly 4 Grenadiers might be a bit more than Jesulin's banking on, but he's also going for a lot of infantry so far. So, 4th Grenadier Squad here for Makros. Of course, can't upgrade them with MP40s. And certainly doesn't have any other machine weapons to upgrade them with here as the Wehrmacht. MG34s, 42s, or MG15s, or any of the other actual machine guns the Germans could equip the Grenadiers with during the Second World War, from Czechoslovakian ZP-26s to the Danish Metz light machine gun. And yes, it was a German infantry division heavily equipped them. It's very late in the war. The section push forward to the Grenadiers here, attacking in there again, just leading in with sections. Got the more heavily damaged one, but still with the scope, the infield providing heavy fire support there. So, also, Indian attachment there for Jesulin, medic station, officers quarters on there for Makros. Really feeling the beat down here from Britannia. His forces are fighting desperately, furiously. But Grenadiers are laying down their lives for the Reich here at every point. Of course, some Tommies are also giving it up for old Blighty.
Upgrade complete.
There, officers quarters up. Will certainly give Makros a big surge, and he needs it before Jesulin hits him with something really nasty. And he's got the platoon command post up there. Humber is very likely. And of course, due to this, having to go for the heavy tier 1 with the officers' quarters, Makros right now doesn't have an anti-tank gun, in particular since he went for mechanized. Again, as I've mentioned in some previous videos, You see players going for Luftwaffe here because they can get the LG-40 out, start blasting, you know, with an early anti-tank in case they can't get the Pak-40 out fast enough. But Makros can't do that. Part because, again, of the manpower bleeding. He does have the fuel now, but still, you could have, of course, had this going sooner, but at the same time, he obviously wants that pressure out here. So, Sappers here moving in, flamethrowers, Sten guns, Pioneers absolutely not able to match them. Then he's trying, of course, here, but again, the Sappers are quite potent troops here, in particular when they are cheaper overall to run than the Grenadiers. And there you go, more recce packages out there, of course, for Jesulin, further augmenting the firepower of the sections in the early game, and certainly only complicating matters here for Makros. He is going for the Panzer Grenadier Company, and I definitely expect the Pak-40 out as his first unit. Meanwhile, British forces keep pouring ahead here, Grenadiers falling into heavy cover, and of course the Sappers will likely flash them out. So really not a great engagement here for Makros. Really not a great, and of course, even without the flamethrower, the recce package bonus against units in cover makes it difficult here for Makros' Grenadiers to rely on it, so he is definitely not in a great spot, to put it gently. Panzer Grenadier Company ready, up north there, Pioneers busy. What will Makros do next is, of course, the big question, besides, well, reinforcing all of his Grenadiers. Of course, one thing definitely worth considering is, with all of these Grenadiers, a medic bunker would be a very good investment. Meanwhile, Jesulin, of course, bringing up that Humber, as you know, I've been kind of hinting at. And once again, the Pak-40 is going to be proving very necessary. I mean, he could hope to get Mechanized Artillery out there to counter it, but he still needs one more command point to get it out there. And can he get it in time before, you know, the Humber deals Makros here rather devious? But still, despite all this, he's been able to at least push up northwards here as Jesulin's been pouring everything in towards here and dealing with his troops. And Makros goes for the 250 and a half, guessing a Stummel, which of course can somewhat help against the Humber if you're really good and your opponent perhaps gets a bit unlucky. You also get some mines here, which causes another way to try and catch up a potential Humber. I mean, I imagine here that right now, one of Makros' main priorities is just keeping that Humber in mind, but also dealing with the infantry. So Humber there's about to hit his Grenadiers. There you go. Auto cannon lets loose for the glory of the British Empire.
251 half-track is deployed.
251 there, arriving. The Hanomag, as it was called by the British, because it was made by the Hanomag Bus Company. Fun fact. They were upgrading to the Stummel. Classic. Heading south to sea. Wreckage section spotted, going for the grenade to counter that. So I'm guessing Makros here might be home for the Arctard to counter the Humber, and he sort of can do that. The Humber can also fight back against the Arctard, so it's a bit of a tricky one there. If we get two Humbers out, they can very much hard cut. We do get the Pak-40 for Makros. Panzer Abwehrkanone 40. Jesulin there, clearly hoping to get around, stick around for long enough to get off down his tank grenade here. But it could end costing a bit here as the Sturm keeps blasting. But there you go. Got the grenade off. Of course, here Makros could have kind of predicted that and started pulling away when he sort of noticed his opponent's troops standing about in front of it. There's of course also the possibility that was a bluff. But not all players are bluffers. But that said, you know, in defense of Makros, he could have been considering that might have been a bluff there from Jesulin. He was bluffing at grenades. Some players will definitely do that, and Jesulin might just be one of them. Now we have the Pak-40 out here, the Panzer Abwehrkanone. Bring up the Sturmflight, some nice close quarters artillery support. And we got some more mines in the south here. Up north, fuel from this cease once more. The British have got the German counterattack there. And we got infantry training there for Jesulin. Of course, a great upgrade there for your troops. Very powerful. Take your troops a bit kind of vet upgrade there, of course. They get really good. And there we go. Charging in there. Could take it out if you do see, of course. Quick note here, Jesulin actually just orders it to hold fire there. You can see that icon. And this means it doesn't give away its position by, you know, shooting at the enemy or anything. So that means it becomes a bit harder here for Makros to like get a clean shot on it. Even here there's something to block, you know, Jesulin doesn't take any chances. Just very good tactical play there. Thumbs up. Just wanted to point that out. Still, Makros they're hitting it hard now. His infantry, of course, supported now by the Sturm, has a bit more to work with. And we do now have command points there. Yeah, straight to the raid package, but goes for the Stug Assault Group. Spicy. That, of course, means A, the Stug D, he's going to have two 75mm cannons there. Note the Stummel and the Stug D uses the exact same gun. But he goes for a sniper first. I would have liked to see the Stug than some Starstorm, but the sniper certainly has its merits as well. In some dimension. And I'm still not a huge fan of sniper designs in a game like Company Heroes, but at least compared to something like CoH3, it's not the worst thing ever. So anyway, sniper this line getting ready here for Makros. German army alongside the British were certainly big users of snipers. Sturm sneaking forwards there. Of course, got those Tommies getting blasted there.
Sniper deployed.
Sniper out as well here. Of course, with the Humber about there, he does need to be careful with the sniper since a good flank from the Humber. Could quickly clear it out. And there you go, 6-pounder gun at the ready. North mine goes off. There we go, 6-pounder gun engaging here. The Stummel, sniper getting ready there. And quickly drops Nigel there. Unfortunately with this scoped Gewehr 43. And we get medics. I mean, you know, that's fine and all, but when you got that many grenadiers, I really would recommend a medic bunker. See, that's such a good thing to have, but either way, what matters in the end is to get some healing going, obviously, though. Again, with 4 grenadiers, even the healing isn't a big problem, but again, it's still good to have.
Research completed.
6-pounder steam out again here. Once one gain the Sturm and takes it out here. Perhaps not anticipating could shoot it there. I mean, certainly if you sort of look at the line of fire there, it could certainly be led to believe the tree there could block a bit, perhaps. Sometimes, again, it can be a bit unclear where like the unit can and can't shoot. Humber though diving at the Pack 40, clearly here just looking to get a further head in here. We even got here the mark ability there, flare off there. Following up with the Tully, we could cost him a section here if Makros has a bit enough luck here, and he does not. Sniper setting up there. You know, most German snipers would have not used the scope D for the fifth any at all. They would prefer a scope K9TK, scope Mercenary gun, or even like a scope Lee Enfield. Basically bolt action rifles or semi-automatics. Another Pack 40 here for Makros, of course, since the other one got destroyed. Oh, it actually didn't get destroyed, but I guess he's feeling a bit of the pressure here. In fact, we can also, of course, Jesulin got the Crusader anti-aircraft tank out, and so certainly having another Pack 40 out, it's not a bad insurance plan. As a single Pack 40 versus both the Humber and the Crusader anti-aircraft tank is definitely the risk of getting wiped out pretty quickly with a good flank. The Pack 40s here do provide Makros with a bit of redundancy. I mean, you could also just take the Stugs, but most players don't like doing that. Sniper quickly retreating, and we got Ralph Nate's pulls out of Jesulin. I like to call him Makros because clearly I'm a bit daft at times. Grenadiers holding up here with their K9TK bolt action rifles. Up northeast, Sapper's busy. Advancing in the center and the south, mines exploding here, Sapper's taking losses. Good work, man, of course, here by Makros. Thumbs up, Stug D there, just looking to be a pipe dream. South here, Pioneers pushing off the Sappers. Of course, we all got some Bren guns up for Jesulin. Of course, big question is, will Jesulin try and take up? We're just relying solely there on call-ins. Sniper keeps at it here. Sniper's definitely not a half that way, trying like, you know, dislodge Jesulin's infantry there.
We have lost the sector.
Not a bad idea at all here out of Makros. Only makes it, you know, a bit harder for Jesulin to rely easily on the cover bonus of the British infantry, which is typically one of the things that trips up his grenadiers otherwise. Pack 4 there's about to get cleared out. Sniper still at it. He's definitely getting a lot of value out of that sniper. Counterfast and Crusader anti-aircraft tank shocking out a bit here. South side, we've got Sapper's hard at work. Back at base for Makros. It's a bit quiet again, you know, not too much happening here. In the center is being plastered here by heavy Autocannon fire at the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Northern fuel seized.
Claimed our sector.
Bit of quiet back here, and we got a Panzer Company from Makros. Pretty standard there. Gotta go for those Panzers and Sturm Panzers, and probably also a Panther, considering he has gone for mechanized. For Jesulin, we're not seeing too much then. We're seeing another 6-pounder gun being brought up.
Sector secured. Everybody still breathing?
Packs on the move. Sniper hanging back there. Chinese advance, or section advance with the Bren guns and the Enfields. Quite advanced there. There you go, sniper scores a hit. And he's flanking around. Others charging in. Panzer Company done here for Makros. As for Jesulin though, who knows? So now the continuous fight here, Makros with a rather nasty piece of backbone there against Jesulin's infantry. Do get some flares here. Jesulin clearly looking to see if he can't spot an angle to get at the sniper with. So far he's just not finding it. As Makros continues to sort of probe here, but he does hit the fuel pole at least there, though we can see Makros trying to get to the cylinder fuel, but Jesulin I think is spotting an opportunity to get it. Yeah. Rushing in there. Does get a bit too close to the Panzerfaust, and the South Sappers being, well, having an easy time with the Pioneers. Sniper at rescue 2, and we got the Pack 40s moving up here now, going in aggressively, and there go Makros with the Panzer 4. Jesulin is taken up after all, thumbs up to that. We've seen Makros is building up some more steady map control now. Victory points wise, it is fairly close between the two sides. Bit of quiet here. In the south, Sappers laying down mines, only get spotted. Reginald goes down first. But another mine there saves the Sappers' bacon. Well, what's left of it anyways. Far up north here, Crusader anti-aircraft tank continues to patrol, continues to look for tempting targets to blast with its 40mm autocannon. Well, there is the Swedish Bofors gun there. Very popular during the Second World War. It was also used by the Axis army, specifically the Hungarians had their own anti-aircraft tank, which is based off the Swedish Landsberg 2. Fun fact there. Sapper charging against the Grenadiers, moving forward as well. Makros though, not doing too much with his points there. I mean, he could easily have like the Panther buildable if he wants to, but also like just push down the right hand side. So far though for Makros at least, we're just not seeing that. Sniper continues to be added, Grenadiers, Pioneers moving forward here. Up north, 6-pounder guns of course looking to see if they can't get a drop here on Makros' armor.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
I mean, just see Makros now with good map control. They're bleeding out Jesulin steadily, and Jesulin may of course need something as soon to turn the tides here, or just have a really good bit of luck. Pioneers about to get wiped out. Close call here gets them out of there. Panther withdrawing, sniper hanging back. Further back of base. Troops reinforcing healing. Jesulin building up command points as well. I mean, Jesulin could soon go for a Churchill tank if he wanted to. But so far, he's not really doing much with his company command post there. Panther getting sniped with 6-pounder guns. And Sniper just busy, well, actually sniping there.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
So they fire in the Grenadiers.
Don't go! Aim your rifle and fire!
Quiet here. Panzer Grenadiers now for Makros. Interesting choice there. I mean, not a bad choice. Obviously, they're quite good, but with the Panzer Company, I would actually expected Starstorm at this stage rather than Panzer Grenadiers.
We must persevere.
So that does constitute an interesting choice. Not what I typically expect, though I certainly wouldn't recommend against it. So there's arguments for both here.
Panzer Grenadier
They're
Squad
getting
standing
shot
by.
at by the Pack 40 sniper hanging back. And there we go. Churchill Black Prince there, of course, being prepped by Jesulin. Not a big surprise, obviously. Despite having seen no service during the war, it remains only a fairly popular subphrase of the game.
Concentration! Fire!
Mines being laid down.
Clear the road most traveled.
Makros, though, still not much out of his battle group, besides just the raid package and the Stug assault group. And there we go. Jesulin with the Black Prince basically just withdrawing everything else he had on the field he could, just to get it out faster. And that's definitely an option there, so there we go. The Black Prince has hit the field.
The enemy has 200 points and falling.
Last sappers there for Jesulin. Probably just to help repair the Black Prince, since it is a fairly chunky tank and you do want it fixed up fast. Section there was the Panther 4. Now, of course, the way he's using the terrain here, the building, to try and cover up from anti-tank fire.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Sappers, Grenadiers finding out here.
Forces have captured a victory point.
Jesulin slowing march in the centre, or perhaps looking to flank around here with his Black Prince. Nope. Go through the centre, it looks like. Up north here, got a bit of light skirmishing. I imagine that the Black Prince is going to cause Makros to have to make a pretty quick decision, like he's going to go for the Panther now, or what will he do? He's just going to go for packs. Does Makros have some other plan of dealing with this armoured unicorn? Grenadiers closing on the sappers here. Quick grenade out, Grenadiers being engaged by the Black Prince. In the centre is sappers and section out surrounding the pioneers, pushing them back. Makros though definitely feels a bit intimidated here by the Black Prince, clearly holding back, he's concerned. Since it is backed up by two 6-pounder guns, which makes it tougher for Makros, of course, to use his Panther freely. And there we go, we see why there's the quickly land a series of hits there. His Panzers are busy down south here with a Sturmgewehre, and there's bundle grenades.
A Panther Panzer can be deployed to the battlefield.
There you go, Panther there. Interesting enough, it goes for the call-in version, despite it could go for the build-up version and have more free command points, but I guess it just doesn't matter. And of course, besides just, like, again, it's being a call, the command points, it doesn't actually matter because they cost the exact same. So, the only difference, of course, you just don't get the build time with this, but still have to wait for the cooldown.
One of our capture points is under attack.
We're losing men
So,
here.
it's a bit of an amusing thing there. Like, you have two choices, but in some way, the choice isn't really there in any sort of meaningful manner. Black Prince though lurches forwards, like a large drunken sailor, going down the docks.
Victory point lost.
You need us?
Back here, a bit of reinforcement, bit of quiet. Makros clearly taking up that Panther, that Panzerkampfwagen 5, Pride of Savazaland.
Alarm! All victory points are under enemy control.
Jesulin though again, ratcheting up the pressure here. But rather slowly, like a pressure cooker here. You also got Radionet, which would certainly make his Black Prince hit even harder with increased accuracy and rate of fire. We definitely shut the damage. You also got the sniper bar here from Makros at Veterans 3. So not bad news there for Makros' troops, though less so for Jesulin's men. The fighting in the centre continues to build up. Makros going hard at it.
Alarm! Sector overrun.
Clearly hoping to take out that Black Prince with his packs. That said, it also risks him just taking a lot of unnecessary damage in like head-on assaults like this. Further south
We
here,
have been granted
troops
a
busy.
Panzer tank.
And there we go, we got the Panther ready for Makros, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, Ausführung D, the early model of Panther, with a lot of problems still to work out. And some of them, honestly, they would never get worked out, even by like the Model G towards the end of the war. Sniper keeps at it. I mean, that's definitely been a great investment there for Makros. Black Prince. Oh, we could see the Grenadiers get wiped here. Can Makros save his poor soul? Looks like he can. Panther diving ahead here. Going straight here for the Black Prince with its high velocity gun. Shot bounced. Bad luck there for Makros. Double bounce off the Panther's frontal armor.
We have vehicles ready to be deployed.
And Samus on 28. Southside Panther diving at the Sappers. Sniper keeps at it. Further up north, we got Grenadiers for the Sappers there as well. Panther ends up not doing too much except just draw attention, which can work, obviously. But it needs to be able to use that attention being drawn for something else. And Jesulin is just bringing up Matilda tanks here, just more heavy armor. More large, chunky things.
Battle group ability unlocked.
And there we go, we do get the assault package and the searing artillery barrage. Honestly, Pound expected the Vesper here, particularly since he does have Panzer Grenadiers and a lot of Grenadiers out. I'm not sure if he's going to go for Starstorm, but I suppose if he does go for them, eventually he could equip them with the assault package. Which, like, isn't bad, but it's just, again, it's a bit like with the Fallschirmjägers. There's too much overlap right now with the Panzer Grenadiers, and at 5-man, you know, they're definitely not bad, though of course the Starstorm do deal more damage consistently compared to the Fallschirmjägers. But again, it's like quite an investment overall. It's sort of a bit, it kind of ends up in a weird spot there. Panther 4 diving in, we got 6 Panther guns turning around here. Slamming in some great hits in the center. Makros is all trying to pressure Jesulin from here, but similar to the southern push, it's not quite going his way, if any way at all, except backwards.
The enemy remains stubborn. We are down to 300 points.
Of course, he could have tried to like go for a deeper flank around here, get behind Jesulin's front line there, that probably had more effect. And there you go, Matilda 2 supporting the Black Prince. And Sniper just hard at work as always.
The enemy have taken our territory.
And we got armor vehicle training out there for Jesulin. Of course, to further boost his Matilda 2, but also, of course, his Black Prince, making them even nastier weapons of war there. Certainly does not help Makros at all. And there you go, wiping the Grenadiers. But that's the first wipe on Makros here Jesulin has managed. 12 pack shots bounce off the Black Prince's side armor. Panther going through it. That gets through. More pack bounces off the Black Prince, and it's thick steel hard Grenadiers about to get wiped out again. And there you go, calling in the single to the barrage here against Jesulin, but without applying enough pressure, Jesulin can easily like withdraw without really losing a lot here. So I feel like here this should have been a bit better time, and I think it would have done more damage instead. Does get the anti-tank gun and loses the Panzer Grenadier squad, and more crucial, this can recruit, so at least for now. See, I don't think that was as great there for Makros as you'd like it to be. That was just, I think, not enough follow-up here to really leverage it, so it kind of ends up being a bit of waste of anything. Not a huge waste, but a bit of waste there, considering again, it just doesn't do enough there. And there we go, Jesulin with the artillery loiter there, Grenadiers mark. He might lose another Grenadier squad here, top the other squad and the Panzer Grenadiers.
Do not falter now. They only
Sounds to
have
look
100 points.
increasingly awkward here for Makros as Jesulin continues just to leverage the power of the heavy armor battle group here against him. Fresh assault head on here. Jesulin goes in, engaging the 6 Panther guns. Party to get out of there. Panther fires. Orders are being shouted out there. The pack crews are narrowly dodging the heavy explosive shells there of the British guns.
The enemy is down to 75 points.
As they keep up their stonks. Panther 4 there, about to get knocked out here. Can he save the Panther 4?
Victory point lost.
Narrowly. That was close to becoming a resounding 9. Jenny's seeing a massive hit out of the Black Prince. Panther fast to get down in the engine. But there's all that artillery coming down there. Never mind the Black Prince. And a flank here. But without anything sort of really connecting that flank, it ends up being a wipe. The stinging blow here from Jesulin to Makros. It's definitely struggling more and more now.
You need us?
Well, now the sniper's basically being pushed way too close to the front line here. Makros is really, I think, starting to feel the pressure from Jesulin. I think it's causing him to slightly make some mistakes here.
Artillery batteries are
Mistakes
requesting
which I
orders,
imagine
Commandant.
Jesulin is more than happy to pounce upon. Like a cat pouncing upon a piece of prey, like a mouse. Or a discarded piece of chicken.
Full strength.
Sector now under enemy control.
Fixing up his Panzerwaffe here. And of course we've got the saps that work hard at work with the British Armour as well. Setting up the Panzerkampfwagen. Panther's almost fixed up as well. I mean, at this point, Makros could definitely consider some Starstorm, as long as he keeps them away from the Black Prince. Looks like he's betting everything on the southern engagement, and it could work out there. In fact, it looks like already he just is moving forward, so both players seemingly making some predictions, and they are, in a sense, both correct, at least initially. Of course, they're also both predicting they'll probably win, but only one of those predictions can be correct. Or maybe except Jesulin. He could also be correct in both senses, because the British do like to, he's doing the same role to paint some of the losses as victories as well. Yes, we may have lost 5,000 men, horribly, but we sure showed those Germans too. A resounding British spirit and indomitability. That did not go too well there for Makros. But at this point they're going from a Panthers could also be an option. Tackle the Black Prince and Matilda. What will Makros end up with here? What will his thought process be? Turn 61 versus 56.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Sniper that's ready. Panther also hanging back here. Just a bit of quiet here, both sides. Just trying to catch a breather here. British forces lining things up, handing out orders, getting biscuits, tea. Oi, this is coffee. Well, we ran out of tea. I don't want coffee. Well, boo-hoo.
Our front line failed. 250
Northeast section to mine there. Quick assault here, probing the German front line here. And there you go, 6-pounder guns just snapping the Panther. Because of that range, they will struggle to penetrate the thick and sloped frontal arm on the Panther here. Glenn is being slammed here by the Matilda and the Black Prince. Packs firing back here. Matilda to the heavily damaged from the Pack 40s there. This is slash through his armor. Black Prince, though, not quite as easy to target. And there you go. We do get a Sturmpanzer from Black Makros here to help deal with some of the supporting elements. We got Jesulin lining up for grants. Also worth noting, he is withdrawing the Matilda here a bit. It might be said he's going to intend to trade that out then. Yeah, he is going to do that.
We have lost the sector.
Withdraw and refit, trading out that for some grants. Because while the Matilda certainly is, you know, fairly durable, it doesn't have much in terms of gunpowder. Grants do have that, on the other hand. So we can see Jesulin there is definitely like shifting the strategy a bit around there. Realizing he needs more firepower to really break Makros at this stage. John Panzer out here, 6-pounder gun, caught it, snipe. This could be great here for Makros. We can destroy that. Ah, no, doesn't get it. And we get the artillery here on Makros as being assault. Easily, you know, a target here. A lot of units sort of in the same small area here. John Panzer arriving, Pakros dodging it. South side, we do get a smaller probing attack here by Makros to try and take advantage of the action in the center, but not enough firepower there. And the ground is slowed around here for Jesulin, making its way forwards. And he's losing out to the sappers here. Again, flamethrowers, virtually all that, and of course the training makes them quite a formidable opponent. Even against Grenadiers. 208 versus 56 here. And there you go, Black Prince to the rescue again with its 17-pounder gun there mounted on a Black Prince chassis. Well, technically, the Black Prince chassis, the Churchill Black Prince wasn't really a regular Churchill tank. It was actually a larger version to fit everything in it. Well, here, of course, they just added it onto like a regular Churchill tank.
200 points remain. We are losing our grasp.
And there you go, second ground on the way there for Jesulin. This again is where things get a bit more uncomfortable there for Makros. Because a lot of grunts, but once they get training, can really do some heavy damage both to infantry and armor. North here, Sap's going for that northern victory point. 190 versus 56 points here. Makros can feel the clock ticking, and it's not the good kind of ticking. Up north here, Brand sectioning forts, immediately losing Lawrence there, not quite of Arabia, to a German sniper. Quick note on snipers. Well, you might just think they all just, went for killing shots. That wasn't always the case. In fact, some snipers would at times actually focus more on just maiming the enemy troops because that had a more psychologically devastating effect than just killing them. Apparently, for some snipers, kidney shots in particular were quite popular in that sense. The preferred method. Granted, they'll blast away. Glenesia absolutely devastated beneath that volley there. And again, artillery here, Pioneer swiped. Makros really starting to suffer from this. And of course, with the artillery, he can easily push in because he can't have the pack sitting about in one place for long. And here, of course, the Panther's just getting slammed with as many shots as possible. One grunt does go down. But can he take out the other one, though? And more crucially, will the rest survive? He does get the other grunt, though. But he loses his Sturmpanzer.
Out of contact.
And he's actually lost so much by now. In fact, he has no real infantry left comparatively. Jesulin's only lost, well, one sapper section, and he has to replace that, but Makros has not really replaced his old losses, and there go lost the Panther as well there. And with this, Makros really is not in a great spot there. Even if he took out, two grunts and such, he just suffered so much more in that engagement. This is just... Again, it's a nice band-aid, but the problem is it's a band-aid on an open leg wound that is profusely bleeding. It's like, nice, and maybe it's got a nice little, like, Fred Flintstone, look on it, but it's not gonna help you. You got bigger problems. That's really Makros' problem right now. He's got much bigger issues here that just cannot be compensated by the fact he took out two grunts.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
He's just lacking in firepower there. And he's going for another Sturmpanzer to help, of course, deal with him support weapons. Panther's almost fixed up. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen 5. Effects with that once more. Also a fun fact, but the Model D Panther in particular was actually commonly used when it broke down, used as sort of a static, position, like, a Panther Turm, just with the rest of the Panther attached to it. In some cases, though, the divisions that actually got handed it to, like, use as a sort of, static position, were actually able to get the Panther working again, and actually form up their own Panther battalions. That happened with the 11th SS Panzer Grenadier Division Nordland. Fun fact. They would even take their Panthers to fight in Berlin. So pushing forward here, wiping for the pack for their Panther forts, inching headed grenades off. Pack crew wiped out there. Jesulin just keeps hanging away. They've got more crowds to the way. Their Grenadiers pushing forwards here. But now just Makros' losses are just piling up at a rate he just cannot manage, while very crucially, he's just not getting them in onto Jesulin at the same rate. I mean, the sniper is definitely doing some work, but he's not wiping units. Just isn't. Good shot from the Black Prince there. Panther gets a shot through, but so does the Black Prince easily. 79 versus 56. I mean, Jesulin's really been able to close the gap now. He's also been able to take the kill count there.
75 points
There's a spot
remaining
again, your
for
Makros having had this sniper out for a long time, which typically means you'll have a high kill count with a player with that kind of like uncontested sniper, but just even with that, just oh, the sniper goes down, the sniper goes down. Yeah, and with that, Makros just goes GG as he watches the sniper just, clutching himself. Ach, mein kidney, whatever did I do to... okay, I deserved this one. But anyways, that's GG there, game over, victory for Jesulin. A really well fought battle here, but I think for the most part, Makros, I think, got too caught up in, head-on contest with Jesulin, and against the British, that's something they can usually, I think, win on quite well, in particular as the game goes on. He needed to, use speed and firepower, I think, to surprise Jesulin and get some hits in there, but he just didn't have it. I think he also, needs to, consider something a bit more elite than the Grenadiers as the match went on, and again, it didn't quite happen. So I think there's some lacking elements. I mean, he could have gone, mortars, theoretically even the naval weapons. Again, I don't have much faith in the naval weapons. It could have been something he could have tried. He could have gone for the Vesper. Just any number of things I think could have done instead of what he did there. So, all the way, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial News. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.